what did they announce so far? What did they announce so far about the new mode? Because this new mode is a trap. I'm going to tell you why it's a trap. A game of Marvel Snap that extends beyond the normal 6 turns, okay? As I said before, it's going to be reliant on resources. And then this game mode, okay, if they allow cards that clog, it's going to be a nightmare. If they allow cards that mill, it's going to be a nightmare. So they need to make sure that those cards are not really, allowed in this game. Also, I have another question. Since you're allowed to snap every turn, or is it every turn, or is it just a one-time thing? How does the snap work? I think they said the Breeze ban. They said they're going to ban cards. Like, does anyone have any links to Glenn Discord codes? I'm sure he did a bunch of them. Glenn already said that they won't be allowing the worst clock cards. The Breeze definitely banned. Yeah. What's the point of snap though? You can't retreat. Yeah, retreating in this game is useless. So it looks like for me, if they don't ban Arishem, it's probably going to take over the game mode. Because if you're gonna play like 10 turns, that's a lot more energy that you're going to be able to utilize, right? Because you're going to have one extra energy every single turn. So Arishem is going to be massive in this mode unless he's banned. You can't retreat. It's useless. Retreating is useless. Should be max 6-7 turns. I think they said somewhere it's going to be title. Will there be banned cards in Sanctum Showdown? Title. Wondering if there will be banned cards in locations like high voltage. Yes, we'll have a good bit more, in fact. So they'll have a lot of cards banned. For example, anything like Captain Marvel that cares about the end of the game basically won't work, since the winner being decided is what will end the game in the mode. So there's no end of game effects are not going to be working. I'm assuming it's also Dracula. A few other cards we deem the risks to the fun of the gameplay. That's what I wanted to read. So we've also preemptively removed from them. Remove them for the first run of the game mode. Debris is the poster child on that count, along with some other clock cards and locations that are hard to play cards on. Okay, it's not just clock though. Mill is also going to be a problem. Mill is also a problem. Remember that Mill has a much higher win rate if you manage to go to turn 7. Now, imagine if you're milling your opponent and you go to turn 8, 9, or 10, right? Mill is also going to be a problem in this game mode if they don't do something about it. I'm calling it now. That Mill needs to be looked at, Cloak needs to be looked at. Because if Mill becomes meta, then Arishem becomes meta. And that's the only 2 options you have. Those are the only 2 options you have. Storm is also going to be an issue. Anything that restricts gameplay and gives you free wins on locations is going to be an issue. Professor X, Storm, all that stuff are going to be an issue. They better run Cosmo because I'm a mill. Yeah, everyone's going to mill, dude. Everyone's going to mill. Mill's succeeding over Arichas right now. It's going to be a real actual issue if they don't do anything about it. What are we talking about here? Why Storm? Because Storm can lock your opponent out of a location. And let's say you're playing you're going to be playing a deck built around Storm. So you're going to be able to add points to that location. Meaning every time the Sanctum location flips to the Storm location, it's free 5 points. You snap, free 5 points. You understand what I mean? Every time it goes to that location, you get 5 points for free. And then all you have to do is contest the other 2. And then if you get another location that you've contested, then you're getting 10 points instantly, turn after turn. Hilera answers are banning Juggernaut from the mode 2. There's a lot of cards that are dangerous and a lot of strategies that are very dangerous and can become meta if they're not at least toned down a little bit, right? If they need to be slightly toned down, or else they're going to take over, and then the game just becomes who draws better with that strategy. Because, as I said, mill means everyone else is going to be playing Arishem, and Arishem is already good in this mode because of the extra turns and the extra energy it provides, right? So I'm hoping they do a good job with the bans, because it's going to be a learning experience for them if they don't.